What's up guys, welcome back to Just Over, and today there is some massive news and excitement throughout across the UK here, and especially in the UK theme park industry. Now this is massive news. Literally, like, this only came through just hours ago, and you may recognise this as what was the world's tallest roller coaster, UK's tallest roller coaster, and now it's called the big one, more like little one now, as the one of the biggest hurdles in what has been the most stressful and most complicated build-up process for construction has ever happened. And today we are focusing on Thorpe Park, and Thorpe Park only. Eyes are just on Thorpe Park and across the Old Town area of that park because of Project Exodus. So if you don't know what Project Exodus is, it is a UK theme. It's not a UK, it's a roller coaster that is being built down in Thorpe Park, where Log Sleep and all that used to be, and it is opening as the UK's tallest roller coaster, standing at 237 feet, which is 2 feet taller than the big one. So this has lost out on its record just by 2 feet, which is extremely weird and unique. But it's actually a lot more if you do count it from park level. But heights are taken from sea level, which is just done nowadays. Even more so, it is 2 feet up taller than big one. So it either should be called bigger one or big one, and that should be called little one, and stuff. Although that would be hilarious to actually think, but the big one should no longer be called the big one, because it isn't the big one anymore. It's small now. And also, it's exciting to have a theme park with 2 hypers in, because you've obviously got Stealth, which is just shy of 210 feet. It's like 207 point something or other. And you've obviously got Thorpe Park, which is the UK's tallest. No, not you got Project Exodus, which is going to be the UK's tallest. And now, today, if you've not seen the process, there are 2 major hurdles we need to get over: the council and the environmental agency. Now we'll be focusing on both these in this video, which is extremely. And as you can see, there is some excitement and there is some sad news in this, and there is a lot of conflict going on between Thorpe, and I'm not going to confirm which one yet, but there was a meeting held today, and I didn't see any of this until soon, but I am very excited. But in that meeting, one line was said by the Chancellor of the council down in Thorpe Park, I don't know what it's called, but one line was said: anybody in favour of Project Exodus, put your hand up. And every single person in that room put their hand up. So Thorpe Park Thorpe Park got the green light from the council for Project Exodus, which is extremely exciting, and we will see that hopefully in 2024 or maybe 2025. Whenever this opens. And obviously you got Alton Towers and the stuff going down there. I will tell you more about that in a separate video. But eyes are on Thorpe Park right now with the brand new roller coaster Project Exodus. And now the speculation is we still don't have a manufacturer yet for this ride, but with the concepts used and stuff, it is very much looking like a Mack chainlift hyper. And this is incredible because the concepts are Mack. Everything's leaning towards Mack. The track's Mack. The trains are Mack. Everything's Mack. Because if you look at the trains on Exodus, used for the concept images on Exodus, and you look at Icon at Blackpool, which is a Mack multi-launch, you can tell they are exactly the same. But one's a launch and one's a lifter, and one's a hyper. One's a multi-launch. But anyway, Icon is actually my UK fit. It's probably my favourite roller coaster in the UK by a mile. There's literally nothing wrong with it, as I see. It's got air time, hang time on the inversions. It's long. It packs a punch every time. Every ride's unique, and you can now spin on it. Oh my god! Imagine that on the Smiler. Enzo on the Smiler. I would pay like 10 grand for that. But Anyway, so Thorpe Park has 4 inversions mainly. We have an Imbleman, which is an inversion, and you've got 2 others, and you've just got and also a touchdown zone into water. And now that leads us straight down into our next hurdle, which they do need to get across, and that is the conflict between the Thorpe Park and the Environmental Agency. Because if you don't know where Thorpe Park is, it is a theme park in London, surrounded by water. It is on a, it's actually in the middle of a lake, which is really, and obviously some areas around that are prone to flooding, and therefore you can tell where this is going. Exodus is on a floodplain, but when Thorpe Park found this out, and they went back and looked at, when they looked at the plans for like the Swarm, Inferno, I've said Nemesis, Inferno. If I say Nemesis, that's a whole nother story. By the way, November 4th, last ride on Nemesis, just saying. But guys, yes. So but these 2 rides are on floodplain high flood zones. Same with Exodus and Thorpe Park have said to the Environmental Agency, how come Stealth, no not Stealth, the Swarm and the Inferno were both built, and they both were in high flood zones? Why were they built? Why did you let them 2 roller coasters get built, and you've got a massive big problem about it with Exodus? What is the problem? And given the fact on the same site there was a massive log flume called Log Asleep, and it's like, and Thorpe Park like, yes, was here before, it's a water ride, duh, and stuff. But the Environmental Agency, we haven't had a reply from the Environmental Agency, and you are still objecting against the ride and stuff. But the council have greenlit the ride, which is a massive example, and other companies that had other parts of this process that had objections and stuff have all withdrawn those successfuls and greenlit the ride. We are all eyes are on Thorpe and the Environmental Agency, praying, and we are praying, because I wasn't really excited for this, but now this is happening, it's going down, it is like incredibly exciting news, and I can't wait to ride this at some point. I'm gonna nag my mum to death in 2024 and 2025 when this opens, to get me down to Thorpe Park and to get on that ride, and for you to experience and to see my full reaction, first ever reaction to it and stuff. Like, I know I've got a Pleasure Beach trip, I know I've got a Blackpool trip coming up soon, and Pleasure Beach is on the hit list, I believe, and I've got a hot date with Enzo, and after last time with technology problems in May. But anyway guys, eyes are on Thorpe and eyes are on the Environmental Agency, hoping the final green light is lit, because there is more than 1 hurdle in the hurdle race. There's not just 1, there's about 10. Most of them have been accomplished, but it's just the Environmental Agency they need to jump over and get over with, sort them out, and then construction will begin. And also guys, this is also the channel for the news around Southport Pleasureland and their new roller coaster. I have got videos I have got footage of one of the rides of the main roller coaster being dismantled mid-season, which is very, very suspicious. Very suspicious regarding the new roller coaster, because the park's still open, but that ride is well going, and there are seen to be clearing space and stuff around that area of the park, and which is very exciting news. So stay tuned for anything regarding that. Stay tuned for Project X's, and also for anything theme park related. This is your channel. We are going into the theme park industry now. We've got videos of Icon and stuff on this channel and stuff, and Pleasure Beach and stuff. We are going into the theme park now industry, and we are going full out on this. So guys, stay tuned for another Project Exodus update. I can't guarantee when it's going to come out or whenever. As soon as it's greenlit and stuff. I live in the north. so I won't be able to go down on the bus and stuff. My family will not enjoy that. But anyway, Project Exodus is in fact has got another green light. One more for it's just environmental agency. They just need the green light for, and then it's all hands on deck. That ride's getting built then, we hope. But there is still that massive big but they need to sort out. Anyway guys, if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and this is the channel for anything theme park related news now, and hopefully we'll see you later. Goodbye.